It is Friday Night Smackdown, and the WWE Universe is electric. We have one heck of a show in store for you here tonight.
Sold out crowd, fired up locker room. It doesn't get much better than this, gentlemen.
I've been waiting all day for SmackDown, and now it's finally here. Let's get this party going, guys. Here comes the Queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the Queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the Queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Here comes the evil genius of the sky.
Genius being the operative word.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Think about some of the accolades that Io Shirai possesses. She was a finalist in the Mae Young Classic and held the NXT Women's Championship for over 300 days.
An incredibly impressive feat from a world-class competitor. The genius of the sky preparing to take flight.
The Hell in a Cell, doesn't matter what your experience is, each superstar has an unknown level of fear inside them.
Yeah, you may be familiar with Hell in a Cell, but I don't think that means you're comfortable. I don't think anyone walking the face of the earth could ever be comfortable inside Hell in a Cell.
Charlotte able to steer clear.
What a spine buster!
And now the most dangerous area inside the cell.
WWE Universe wants tables. Well, they've got tables.
Bang!
Man, what an uppercut.
uppercut.
Oh my gosh! Oh! 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 Boom!
Oh! And Io's offense gets fought off. Ooh! Oh, saw it coming.
Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
With an uppercut. Ooh! Oh, that backfired at her.
Tagged with a punch. Boom! Oh!
Counter by Charlotte.
Catches an uppercut. Unloading with an uppercut.
Got it scouted. Ooh!
Each competitor showing they've done their homework.
Boom! Uppercut.
That knocked you silly.
She scores big with the counter. Coming back into the ring, back to the action. She can end it here. And the referee stops the count before 2.
Loose cover leads to a strong kick out.
Signature big boot from Flair.
Byron, is it possible to stay one step ahead of your opponent in a match as horrific as Hell in a Cell?
Oh, it could come down to the first superstar that can turn that switch and battle on pure instinct, because a strategy could be lost, and all you have left is the ability to fight. And that can happen quickly in an environment where cruelty is rewarded for having no bounds. Planted down across the back.
She's taking a beating here.
No matter what, you have to be happy with yourself for the effort you put inside the zone. Yeah, but you'd be happier with the win. Io might have put an end to this. Pin. 1, 2.
No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
Charlotte Flair proving why she's been the measuring stick in the women's division for so long. A lesser competitor would have stayed down for 3.
And if Io didn't respect her opponent before, I think she just found a whole new level of admiration for her. Down across the neck.
Stomping. Ouch. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
This would be an amazing upset. Can she get her to tap out? She's got it locked in. No, she doesn't. That was a great counter and so simple. Ooh. And Shirai pays for leaving an opening. And it's Charlotte with the reversal.
Pick the leg.
Oh, man. That'll tear your hamstring. Oh, Charlotte Flair. Can she bridge into the figure 8?
Shirai's in serious jeopardy.
Is she going to tap, 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 tap?
What does she have to do to get out of this?
Tap out. And she releases the hold as she feels that enough damage has been done.
Should have kept on wrenching. Why show mercy now?
That's the cover.
2, 3. They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair!
This one's over, folks. Charlotte picks up the win.
Charlotte's happy with her victory tonight.
With good reason. What an impressive win for the Queen.
who's here?
The following contest is a triple threat Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Moscow, the Ravishing Russian, Lana!
The Ravishing Russian has been ridiculed and written off her entire career, but here tonight she's looking to have the last laugh and crush the competition.
Well, anybody that's ever ridiculed Lana doesn't know what they're talking about. She's incredibly beautiful, incredibly talented.
Byron
speaks like 31 languages.
Byron
has none of those things.
Whoa, I know, but Byron's criticized all those things.
I did not. That's not true. I respect Lana.
Time to put your hair up
And her
square
opponents. First, from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Every time you see Sonya Deville step in the ring, she improves a little bit more. She's a little bit faster, a little bit tougher. The sky is the limit for this lady.
Disciplined, driven. In fact, the day that Sonya Deville graduated high school, she packed up her car, drove down to South Florida, and began training full-time in mixed martial arts.
It's boss time.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks!
Sasha is no longer shy about stealing the spotlight.
Well, Sasha's been a top star for quite some time, but the change in attitude earned her Smackdown Women's Championship, her WrestleMania main event. Despite what I say about her attitude, the boss gets it done in the ring.
Understand what your issues are with Sasha Banks. She's one of the all-time greats.
Dare talk to her? She's intolerable.
Or he's just jealous. He wishes he had half the bling that Sasha has.
Trying to prevail in what is sure to be a chaotic Extreme Rules match, you're going to see Lana, Sonya Deville, and Sasha Banks.
Such a difficult match to formulate a plan for. Always a challenge to predict the unpredictable.
Everyone thinks they can have a plan coming into an Extreme Rules match, and then something goes wrong. Whoever can adjust to this dynamic environment is the superstar with the best chance to win.
What advice would you give to someone going into an Extreme Rules match?
If there's one thing these matches have taught us, it's that creativity usually wins the day. Don't just swing a chair. Find a way to make the stipulation work for you.
Wow, what impact! The boss keeping focus. Up top they go with the Rowdy Buster. Oh, God.
Lana faltering some.
Oh, had that well scouted.
Up and down. What a slam. Banks had that well scouted.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
So much damage inflicted.
Drop kick to the spine.
Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar is here.
Oh, God, what an elbow. Jawbreaker.
You can pick up your teeth in the third row.
And an elbow. Places her right in the corner. Oh, man, the ref needs to get out of the way. Kick right to the leg. Reversal on DeVille. Heads out of the ring. What's next? No way. God, that's a bad landing.
Wildly throwing your body out of the ring like that is more often than not going to provide such a result.
That was an example of boldness backfiring. Full speed with the ladder.
She turns it right around with a counter. Kick back to the midsection.
Knee connects. She is rocked.
Up with the ladder. Ouch.
She's starting to look concerned. Oh, and the ladder finds the mark.
Gonna be tough to bounce back from that one.
She goes back inside the ropes.
Oh, yeah, she's saying, let's go, bring it.
All right, back to it, returning to the ring. Kick gets caught. Takedown. And it looks like she wants to take this match outside. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
She's produced a sledgehammer. She is aiming to cause serious bodily harm.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
And it is clear the mission now is to destroy and incapacitate.
Taking it to the floor. What's she gonna do?
Ooh, just relentless.
Sonya's planning something here.
Neck breaker. Oh, roundhouse kick. Nice takedown. This match is wearing her down.
Showing a lot of fortitude in this Extreme Rules match for sure. But not sure how much more tenable it can be. Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
A surprising reversal from Sasha Banks.
Face first, here it comes. Bulldog.
Look at her stumble back up, probably seeing double vision.
And Sasha with the points now.
Banks certainly locked in. You feel like hope is starting to fade away right now. She might be just moments away from tapping out.
She heads into the ring, and she lets her free. But the shoulders down. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
It's not over yet.
DeVille's struggling to defend herself.
And Banks is determined right now.
Taking it outside the ring now.
And Sonya avoids that one. Golly, that sounded rough. What a cutter.
And no countouts means she has the whole outside to play with.
Taken down. She's clutching a bat. What, is there a sporting goods store over there?
It's deep, and I don't think it's playable.
Oh! Banks is a moving target.
What a lariat.
Lana out of harm's way.
You gotta wonder how much has been taken out of these superstars thus far.
And is there anything left?
Turns that back on Sonya. All right, sliding back in.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
She heads out of the ring.
Interesting strategy.
We are witnessing a malicious string of... And somehow through the pain, Lana is still holding the line in this match.
Lana has been an initiator throughout and remains one here.
Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. No, 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 no. Power bomb out of the apron.
She did her homework there.
Running super kick.
Someone just lost a tooth.
Quick return to the ring.
She re-enters the ring now.
Way up there.
Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her.
The pin's broken up. I can't believe it.
Set up in the corner of the ring.
Solely focused on punishing the leg.
Listen to this place. Bam! Return fire from Deville.
Strength. This is unreal. Now trampling the opposition.
The boss is too slow there. And a kick. She's into the ring again.
Banks is a moving target. That sledgehammer can cause some serious damage.
Look out! Tagging this outside.
This could be good.
Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
A steel chair? Something we all know can be a devastating weapon. And Sonya avoids that one. Ooh. Stick kick.
She's taking this outside. This one cannot be lost by countout. Boom! Knocked him down. Ouch. And returning to the ring.
Of attacks that can put a superstar on the shelf for a long time.
Just looking to go.
Banks needs to be resourceful in this situation.
The back showing wherewithal.
That's possibly the trigger for Sasha to battle her way back into this.
Trademark backstabber from the boss.
Sasha the back statement. The back statement. Sasha Banks. The boss is tapping many, many people with this move.
I don't think this one's going to be any different.
And for some reason, she lets go of the... She's going for it. All right, she's back in, ready to go.
And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
Saw that one coming.
Trying to chop her down with a low kick.
The boss ready for something big.
Sasha hits the backstabber. Sasha the backstatement. The backstatement.
She breaks the hold.
Now she's alive in the WWE Universe.
This could do it. Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
Here is your winner, Sasha Banks.
Impressively withstanding the onslaught of the two other superstars to stand tall and have their arm raised here and now.
And if you ask that superstar right there, she simply wanted it more than the other two tonight. I don't know how true that is, but she certainly made a statement.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh boy, the prodigal son is here. Multiple titles and won the WWE World Cup to become best in the world. We'll stop at nothing to win here tonight. Shane O'Mac. Somebody's in trouble. This can't be good. The boss is back. It has been said that Adam raised a Cain, and that is the absolute situation here between Mr. McMahon and Shane. The apple does not fall far from the tree.
Well, I think it's a sad situation personally. I mean, what kind of father would want to fight his own son?
Mr. McMahon.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is the best in the world, Shane McMahon. And introducing the champion from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 248 pounds. He is the WWE Heavyweight Champion, Mr. McMahon!
The big gold belt up for grabs here tonight.
The World Heavyweight Champion is ready to defend his ground. I don't think I see an ounce of doubt in the champion. He absolutely believes he's leaving tonight with his title, Byron.
Well, it would be hard to argue with him, Michael. I can tell by the way he entered the arena today that he was in a different kind of zone. The type of zone that only champions go to.
Mr. McMahon able to adapt. Simple but effective leg drop. Leg drop.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Oh, direct impact to the chest.
Ooh, and a reversal.
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
Snapmare. Nasty. Oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious. Taking out the arm. Great strategy.
Mr. McMahon escapes the attack.
Might fight Shane back. He turns it around. What's coming next? Taking their time. Punch to the gut. Take the wind right out of you. The challenger's looking shaken.
Taking on some offense, but he expected as much.
Corey, Shane McMahon is, of course, known for his daredevil-esque feats in his matches. He always has to up the ante. Surely that will work for him here tonight as well.
I'm torn, Cole. On one hand, this madman needs to stop putting his body on the line. On the other hand, it's worked well for him so far, so why not continue? Usually I'd say that Shane needs to exercise caution, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Shane McMahon able to avert that.
Stop.
Right to the knee.
What's coming next?
Taking their time. Punch to the gut.
Took the wind right out of you.
Closed fist connects. Legs caught. Clothesline takes him down.
Forget about it.
Snapmare.
Drop.
Nasty. Mr. McMahon escapes the attack.
Here's press.
Shane McMahon turns it around.
Tough position to be caught in here.
Long fall and even harder impact.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
Rear chin lock, and now just rapid fire punches.
Shane O'Mac felt that coming.
He's burying elbows in the midsection.
Back in under the ropes. He'll head to the ring. Mr. McMahon on the receiving end.
Ooh, what a punch. That's how you stop your opponent.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display there.
Boom! What an uppercut.
Not now.
Not now. No. There's no time for dancing.
What is this superstar going to do now?
Now, Shane O'Mac putting his jiu-jitsu training to work.
Wow. I think he's got it locked in good. I just don't know how to counter this thing.
I don't want to see him tap out. Not like this.
And he may have felt his grip slipping, so he releases the hold.
Still was able to produce some considerable damage, though.
Taking flight.
Body splash.
The champ is down. Title change. I can feel it. 1, 2.
Champ barely gets a shoulder up at 2.
What an incredible match we are witnessing.
Incoming. Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring. What a punch.
A quick reversal by Mr. McMahon. 2. And the electricity of this moment is coursing through his veins.
He's heading to the floor, but he can't take his time. Comes back into the ring.
Headlock. Ooh, cheap shot right above the eye.
Here we go. Inverted DDT.
Lights out.
Going way up high.
Here we go.
Moved out of the way.
Nobody home.
Stunner from Mr. McMahon. I think the champ's got it.
Cover. 2. Near fall.
Just barely able to kick out. I thought the champ had it in the bag.
This is how much the championship means. You can see the sweat drip out of the challengers every pore.
You got to imagine this match has a different complexion after what we just saw.
People's elbow.
We're not talking about The Rock.
Corey.
A chairman stunner. The champions
WWE Heavyweight Champion, Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon has just defeated his firstborn child, Shane McMahon.
The bond between father and son has been destroyed.
And here's a superstar that has all the tools to be one of the biggest names this business has ever seen.
I'm not ready to crown him as the next big thing just yet, but his performance in this match could sway me.
You're not the only person to be looking to convince tonight.
But he'll be facing someone who has been looking for a challenging fight for quite some time now. Hopefully, he'll get it tonight.
Suplex! Fighting back with a counter. Targeting the arm now. Right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
He's turning the tables.
And that one misses the mark. What are we going to see here?
Oh, neck breaker. Solid punch.
Oh, what a right hook.
Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
Loving blows.
has the wrist trapped. And now a series of stomps and kicks.
Lands a kick to the gut. And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Piercing the throat. Stomp in the leg.
Climbing to the top rope.
Up high.
Oh, misses the mark. Oh. And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Out of the ring, what's his plan here?
Sent straight into the barricade.
Saw that one coming, took advantage. Oh, right in there. Oh, attacked in the midsection. Bad predicament right here.
All the way down.
With the counter. Foot to the gut. Climbs back into the ring.
Oh my gosh, what impact. Really just laying it in.
Dropping the elbow right on the knee.
Oh, flipping the script on him there. Oh, drop. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Into the pay window.
Hoisted way up high. This is gonna be bad.
Crucifix powerbomb.
Hooked up. Nothing fancy there.
Cover. We're going to put this one away. Hooks the leg. Wait a minute. Using the ropes here for leverage. Kicking out in time.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
He saw it coming, taking advantage. With the reversal. Crossface. Oh, just tap out. Just tap out and end this thing.
Losing this match would absolutely destroy him. He's trying to fight the best he can.
And he releases the hold.
I don't think he...
Here's a cover. Could be it. 1, 2. Kicks out. He still has life.
He just won't give up.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. Just carried like a rag doll here.
Just launched.
He's just getting beaten on all fronts here.
At this point, it might be too much for him to recover from, Cole.
Ah, what a smack.
That is just insulting.
Sharp elbow.
Oh! He deflects it right back. Look at this. Snap suplex. Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
Ah, claw to the face. Ripping at the eyes. He's just dominating at this point.
Things are really going his way now.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, man.
Tearing at the face. And it's reverse pain for that mistake.
He must have seen that coming.
Big knee.
And right between the shoulders.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, got the shoulder up just at the last minute at 2.5. He kicked out. Oh, he knew what was coming. Drop kick on target. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. is your winner after a truly intense match.
No one was willing to give even a single inch of ground in this battle.
At times, it seemed like these competitors were totally deadlocked, but here you see the one who prevailed.
Look at this. This match hasn't even barely begun, and these two are arguing and bickering.
I mean, I thought it was a good idea on paper for them to team up, but they've got an uphill battle here.
Byron, you've never had a good idea, and this is a terrible idea right here. Because if they don't get on the same page, they are going to get hurt.
Oh, hold on, Michael. It could work here. Maybe they had some early issues.
And I could be the Pope someday, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, we know that.
Oh, come on, man. That's too much. You're just going to leave your partner to fend for himself?
In a handicap match, what's in it for the team with numerical superiority? I mean, the numbers are in your favor, so you looking for an early pin. Raises the shoulder.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
X-Pac able to adapt.
Just breaking down the opponent. Able to give him the slap. Ooh, neck breaker.
Just deadlifting right there. The power. Power slam. Shoulders down for the count.
Trying to wrap up this match fast.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well.
Down with a power bomb. Byron, we're talking about the importance of strategy. What can you tell us about creating a game plan for a matchup like this?
If you're on the wrong end of the numbers game, a superstar must find a way to limit the options of the other team. Try and eliminate some of your competition.
Now, which is why the outnumbered superstar can't waste any time going on the attack.
And now X-Pac is getting beaten down.
Yeah, X-Pac needs to rethink his strategy fast. Ooh, stiff punch.
He reverses it.
X-Pac looking to get back in this.
But X-Pac has to push now while the window is open.
This match grinded him down a little.
An agile escape. Uh-oh, this is...
Great counter.
bruising attack to the stomach.
DDT. He can end it here. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He's far from finished.
Tags him in. Punch lands.
Attack to the midsection.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
And will this be it? Oh, somehow.
Close call, but not enough yet.
Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Exhibiting a crazy amount of strength here. Can he do it here? 1, 2. Just kicks out.
That was a long 2 count there.
Stomping away.
He's falling victim here to a charge of attacks.
You can't just think of riding this out. He has to get on offense.
He's showing it's not time for lying down. It's time for fighting back.
Oh, it's just disrespectful. Neckbreaker.
Tagged into action.
Taking aim on the arm.
This match's brutality starting to show on him.
This is a true test of stamina. You have to stay strong to come out on top in a handicap match.
Oh, X-Pac got caught with a reversal.
Up and down the hard way.
Oh, gosh.
Try to end it. He stops the count for his partner. Flat out power.
Wow.
A deadlift military press.
Holy moly.
Slam. He turns it around.
Oh, God.
Flat out power.
Wow.
A deadlift military press.
Holy moly.
Slam. X-Pac able to adapt.
Into the cover. Feet on the ropes.
Wait. Come on, open your eyes. Digging down deep and staying alive.
How is that not 3?
Knee lift. Oh, impressive counter. Flat out power.
Wow.
A deadlift military press.
Holy moly.
Slam. Oh, caught him.
Uh-oh. No way. No way.
Big opportunity for him now.
For the win. 2, 3. No, a 2 count.
It was almost all over. Almost a 3 count.
Yeah, talk about a close call.
The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out? And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold.
The crossface chicken wing.
Give up now. Swallow your pride and submit. That's it. That's it.
This handicap matchup's in the books.
And look who's here. Look who's here.
Why not get the best seat in the house, the best view of what's going on?
They're just disrespecting this young man, Corey. That's all this is about.
Mind games, Cole.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Worldwide Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
A multi-time WWE champion, former Royal Rumble winner, one of the greatest of all time, Rey Mysterio.
The ultimate underdog who is still a thrill to watch after 30 years. You really can't help but be excited during the incredible entrance of Rey Mysterio.
He's been waiting a very long time for this title opportunity. I hope he's ready.
It's a big fight feel here tonight as the title is on the line.
And title matches like this have a way of getting your blood flowing unlike any other match.
The champ facing perhaps his biggest challenge yet. Now, can he rise to meet the challenge?
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio! And introducing the champion from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 243 pounds, he is the Worldwide Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Steve Blackman.
Old school cool, the Worldwide Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
The title that launched WWE, the title that launched Hulkamania, it is back and it's up for grabs.
Classic design and a ton of history. That is why everyone wants the Worldwide Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Oh! Ooh, well measured. He's able to sidestep there. Nasty right hand.
Enziguri to the floor. He heads outside. Countouts legal in this match. Oh, and a reverse DDT. Measured knee drop. 2. He's in, under the ropes.
Oof. Lands the haymaker.
Oh, no.
Reverse DDT.
Rey had that well scouted. Rey Mysterio's in phenomenal shape and has been one of the greatest high flyers of all time for nearly 3 decades. But Corey, how does an opponent try to contain Rey? You can't fight what you can't catch.
Well, that question's what competitors all over the world have asked themselves.
As the challenger pinned. Is this it? A kick out. You can see the frustration starting to build.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
Strong kick. My goodness. You've got to wonder if Rey can withstand this.
Attacking Mysterio with malice. Keeping Rey grounded is paying dividends right now.
Diving headbutt. Into the corner now. Drop kick.
Oh, right in the back. Rey moves out of trouble.
Quick exchange of counters there.
High-risk area up there.
Will there be a reward? Oh! Counters! Mysterio is going to look to press on the advantage.
The U-turn Mysterio needed in this match. Could have been that right there.
He had it scouted. Oh, has them in position. Here it comes. 619. And Rey now.
Frog splash! We can have a new champion!
The champ kicks at it, too.
Based on what we just saw, I think this match is far from over.
Who knows what that kick out cost? The champ might be running on fumes.
Rey Mysterio deep in thought right now, wondering what else he needs to do.
Look at this!
Oh, what a wind-up.
Spin kick to him midsection.
Down with a DDT.
Able to get out of the way.
What a crossbody.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Double stomp.
The effects of this match are showing on the champ.
At this stage of the match, they are clearly starting to feel the effects of this back and forth.
Fast and furious offense from Mysterio.
Nothing can slow Rey Mysterio down.
From the top. Mysterio from the top.
He foiled that attempt. Being carried around with ease. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Heading up, he's thinking back.
From the top.
Oh, and he doesn't connect.
Outside.
Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. Cobra clutch.
Got it cinched in.
Fading fast.
The Russian leg sweep.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Guillotine.
It's in deep. It's cinched in. I think we're just moments away from seeing a tap out.
Or hearing a snap.
And he lets him out of the submission hold.
Could have been a strategic move to wear down that body part for something bigger later.
Mysterio.
Nice wheelbarrow DDT by Mysterio.
Setting him up for something here.
And whatever it is, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt bad.
Sharp reversal stopping Mysterio to retain the title. 1, 2. Breaks the count.
Both competitors digging deep into their well to keep this match going.
Dragon screw ankle breaker.
Into the ankle breaker.
And Rey gets buried under another attack there.
Yeah, Mysterio could be in danger of getting taken out here.
This has become a monumental struggle for these competitors.
It is down to who still has the energy, the resolve to put the pedal to the metal.
Oh, costly error there.
Stop.
Reversal. What a counter.
Rey, trouble here. Can he get it full locked in?
Guillotine.
It's in deep. And you imagine what it would do to him.
Tap, tap, tap. He taps out.
Got it. And the champ adds to their legacy. Superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Yeah, but I don't think his opponent is happy about losing here. I mean, he's got to be humiliated and embarrassed. He thought he was going to win this match.
Oh, I kind of did too.
Ah, the beast is in the house.
Half man, half amazing, but all business.
He's the founder of the Hurt Business. Here we go, guys. Hell in a Cell. Only way you win is by pinfall or submission. Nowhere to escape.
The cell designed to torture, designed to contain, truly nowhere run.
Big punch finds its mark.
Arm trap. Precision strikes. No, that'll break his arm. Vicious. And MVP put a stop to that. Now on the outside, right by those cell walls. Outside the ring now. He has no need to rush. What a knockout punch! Oh, man. Oh!
Caught with a punch.
Answering back.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
From behind, Brock Lesnar, perhaps setting up for a trifecta of Germans here. And Corey, you know what this means?
An all-expenses paid trip.
Does he have him here? 1, 2, no, he gets the shoulder up.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Fighting the beast back.
MVP managing to get some control back now.
MVP needed that to get himself out of jeopardy.
And MVP is brought to a disadvantage now.
Brock's like a beast playing with its food.
Out of the ring and even closer to the chain link enclosure. Oh! And he's able to reverse. Boom! Reversal from MVP. He broke right through the wall.
My God.
I don't think he knew the wall would give way like that.
He knew exactly what he was doing, Saxton.
He's climbing the cell now, guys.
On the move.
And I assure you, this is all about making a statement.
A crazy statement.
This crowd is truly unworthy of his incredible...
Got the 4 Nelson.
Slam! We've seen some battles up on the cell and nothing good ever comes of it. Punch! And able to counter. Down on the windpipe.
These two showing how well scouted they each are.
Oh my, down with authority.
Do you hear the WWE Universe?
They are ravenous for these gladiators who are putting life and limb on the line right now.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
No, that'll break his arm.
Uh-oh, look at the torque. There's no escape from the camel.
Camel clutch. Great way to break it.
To the tap out time. Kimura Rock is in.
I'm gonna tap out here, but it ain't gonna matter.
He's still...
And look at him tapping. He's had enough, but it doesn't even matter in this scenario. Armbar, leg lock, submission.
This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
And he chooses to let go of the hold.
But just the amount of time he was in that submission could be very significant.
Oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious. Everyone in this building is just waiting on bated breath.
We've all seen life-altering moments come from the top of that cell.
Headlock cinched it. It's just tossed without regard.
Somebody do something about this.
What's anybody going to do, Saxton? You go up there and try to reason with him.
Double underhook suplex. Lesnar gets out of the way.
Set him up.
Russian leg sweep.
We've already seen part of the cell break apart. No telling what more can break apart. Now these athletes are taking their chances in a very perilous position at the top of Hell in a Cell. Powerful the suplex. Here we go. Beautiful.
Swinging
neckbreaker.
Are these superstars even aware of the peril they're in?
I think they have blinders on, Saxton. I don't think they're completely aware of their surroundings. They just have tunnel vision for each other.
What an explosion.
locking him up. Face buster. Guys, we can see the top of the cell breaking apart.
Somebody has got to get them down before things go south in a hurry.
That unraveled on MVP.
Now's a chance for him to get back into this match.
That'll break his arm. Vicious. This whole arena is standing watching these maniacs battle it out 25 feet above the ground. Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Targeting the neck. It's a neck breaker. And with every step up there, the amount of fear on these superstars increases.
The top of the cell is like walking through a minefield.
Now look at the knees. One after the other.
Every fall on top of the cell is like putting your flesh through a meat grinder.
Double underhook suplex. Attack right to the sternum.
Lesnar moved.
Oh, no, my God, no, my God. Stop this. Don't do it from up there. This is too much. Powerbomb.
Oh, my God. I cannot imagine. Maybe the referee should stop this match.
It's too late for that, Sax.
It could be over here.
This is it.
1, 2. Got the shoulder up at the last possible moment.
So close, so close. Got it. Blood sledgehammer can cause some serious damage. Oh, my God. Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think...
MVP looking for it. Did MVP just finish this?
Shoulders down. 1, 2.
No way. No way.
Perform all your heavy hitters. The result will be the same. Brock Lesnar will not stay down.
And now the question runs in the mind, how am I going to be able to end this?
Got it. Like that sledgehammer can cause some serious damage. Lesnar wards him off.
Lesnar with a waist lock. Think we're about to take a trip, gentlemen.
This is where Brock Lesnar is at home.
To Suplex City.
Here he goes for the win.
Listen to this place. It's unreal. They got it. A career-changing win inside Hell in a Cell.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Huge victory tonight for Brock Lesnar.
That was a dominating showing where we saw the beast Brock Lesnar just annihilate his opponent.
That's what Brock does best.
This superstar is coming in with a lot of enthusiasm and energy right now.
But what's going to happen when the excitement wears off and he comes to realize he's in a fight against someone looking to take his head off?
All I can say is we've seen
Sky high. Oh, my goodness.
producing a trampling. 6 gets reversed. Right on the arm. Right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
Rear chin lock, and now just rapid-fire punches.
An elusive 6 there.
Oh, clothesline.
He's outside the ring now.
Hope he's got a plan.
So much can be said about how explosive 6 is in the ring, Corey.
Absolutely, Cole, which means that the best defense against 6 is a good ground-based offense. Don't let him get that momentum because he will do everything he can.
This isn't going to be pretty. All the way out. Suplex.
6. Oh, my gosh, what impact.
The referee continues the count, may call it soon.
Right in the breadbasket.
Had that one scouted.
Woo-wee.
Oh, right to the gut. 6 slowed down there a bit with that one. 6 with a reversal.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Got to find a way to get out of this. Ooh, right to the throat. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Jarring impact. This is what you call
Incoming picture.
He could pin his opponent right here. 1, 2. And he powers out.
He thought he had it.
Catches the leg. Oh, dragon screw. Ooh, skull rattling. He switches it back around.
Oh, targeting the stomach. Oh. Nice back rotation suplex.
He's struggling a bit here.
This is where endurance and soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Crossface chicken wing there. Okay, this will kill your buzz.
Will this match end on a submission? Look at breaking the legs and now breaking the arms. Ooh, just turn that around. Getting set up for something in the corner. 6 gets reversed.
Uncorks a thunderous chop. Right to the kidneys from behind. A Saito suplex.
Just vicious.
Gets him with the counter. Driven face first. And there's the cover. Reach down, hand on the rope will force the break. Reversal. Can they go on the attack?
Reversal after reversal. These two are ready for each other. Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
We are beginning to reach a point.
Uh-oh.
About to
Will that stop 6?
cover.
1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of reality.
I think there's still some shock in the air over the fact that that didn't produce a pinfall. We've got to acknowledge these fans, a packed arena, and we're hearing every single voice.
It is loud and it is mad in here.
Stretching and tearing at all the ligaments in the leg.
We're undoubtedly nearing the end.
Maybe just stay down, man. You've done enough.
Whatever's playing here can't be good. Snake eyes! Good night. And there's more damage mounting on 6.
6 has fought through a lot, but he could be waning at this point.
Oh, God. Drop kick.
Beautiful.
Steps through, legs are locked. Can they turn it over?
There it is.
It's not embarrassing to tap out. He tap out. And it took everything for this win.
This superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. Much deserved, Michael.
Yeah, but I don't think his opponent is happy about losing here. I mean, he's got to be humiliated and embarrassed. He thought he was going to win this match.
Well, I kind of did too.
A class is in session.
A man who has held countless championships in his career. A truly all-time great of the grappling game.
Yeah, oh. Go get him! Yeah! Go! Get him!
Get ready for a showcase of reasons why everyone should follow the way.
Austin Theory is an incredible physical talent, but not always so bright.
Go! 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 That's right! Come on, let's go! Oh, yeah! All right, that's it!
The age of Alexander continues.
Being a WWE superstar requires a lot of physical talent, but on nights like this in a no disqualification match, it's clear that creativity and imagination are equally important.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Michael. If you can imagine a weapon, see an object, or recruit an ally, you can change the course of this match in a heartbeat.
If you can dream it, you can do it. So we'll see if we can dream the biggest here.
Boom, what a punch!
He went right into that turnbuckle.
Putting the shoulder in jeopardy there. Producing a trampling. In theory, able to adapt.
Big splash. The final cut.
Perfectly executed.
That'll break his arm. Vicious. Some superstars are understandably hesitant to exploit the no disqualification stipulation.
Then they need to go wrestle a different match. This is the kind of match where you need to cross the line before the opposition does. If a superstar wants the W, they need to overcome that hesitation.
Great. Rearranging our ringside furniture here. Nobody announced it. What a mess.
Oh, jarring back elbow.
He gets set down to the floor.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about.
Oh, what a kick.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit. What a drop kick right to the back. That holds back Cedric's attack. Killer knee to the ass. That's gonna hurt.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Submission locked in tight. Nowhere to go.
And he breaks the hold. Quick thinking pays off.
Inelegant exit, but if it works, it works.
And he's taking this to the outside now. Face crusher. On a stomp. Shifts it back onto it.
Look at this. He just tossed him.
Able to reverse that one.
Climbing up top. He's got big plans. Taking flight.
To splash. Standing drop kick.
Watch the precision with this.
Oh, he retaliates.
Sharp kick. Planted face first.
This is it. And there's the breakup, just in the nick of time.
Shot to the patella. Uh-oh.
Patella drop, brainbuster. Cover. There's two.
What a counter.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Makes him pay with a counter.
Back and forth with his competitors.
Punch right in the head. Oh, what a counter. Long springboard attack. And another counter. Powerless position to be in right now.
Outright presentation of power there.
He's looking a little weird now.
Yeah, this territory has certainly taken its toll, Michael.
And what the power bomb.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Oh, barbaric amount of stomps.
trapped. Pump handle. Real European uppercut.
That pulls back Theory's attack.
He just punched him in the chest.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
He could be here all day.
I think you're right.
He's in a little bit of trouble now.
Oh, this deep into a fatal four-way match, you gotta expect to be a little worse for wear.
Oh, man, to the esophagus.
And he breaks the submission.
Will it be?
I think so.
You can see it on these superstars' faces. They're in serious.
Regal with the Regal cutter.
Regal cover. Regal with a big-time move.
Cover.
And he stops the count.
Lucky him.
He's one step ahead there.
Kick to the gut. I have a theory what's coming next.
Ataxia. Can Regal recover from that?
Running interference.
Cedric Alexander. Large.
Cedric. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
The Regal gets the better there. Oh, and he breaks up the pin. Hoisted up. Turning the tables.
For control.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red.
Oh, what a chop.
Nice takedown.
Let him have this moment. He's earned it. The stomp in every single part of his body.
The WWE Universe is showing their appreciation for the action they're seeing.
It has been an absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not lost on this crowd.
Double axe handle. Oof. Wasting absolutely no respect on his opponent. You gotta love it.
And hard to tell where Theory is still finding his burst of offense.
Theory courageously fighting through and closing the gap on the opposition.
And he's able to counter.
Treading all over their opponent.
He is truly feeling it right now. As well he should.
He's taking a moment to feel the crowd, but he better focus on the opposition. Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking for adulation for the crowd and get back into the fight. That holds back Cedric's attack. Cedric is in a very vulnerable position here. Able to interrupt the attack.
Behind. Suplex.
Reversal. Can he take advantage? Right to the gut. Oh, he's got him up high. Vicious.
This belt coming for Cedric.
Good officiating there. Referee seeing him the ropes and breaking the count. Big impact. Hooked up. Double underhook and a powerbomb. In theory, able to adapt. And uncanny showing of power. And this has got to be it. And there's the breakup. Just in the nick. Struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match.
But the struggle's worth it. With every move you make, you hear this capacity crowd following you on that journey.
He's reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best.
That's going to be interesting. Kick to the midsection. Oh, look at this.
Can Theory put it away here?
Cover. He's back into the ring. And he stops the count. He takes control. Face
first with a waistlock takedown. Theory's got a plan to end this.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. Kick to the midsection. Oh, look at this.
The big gun fired yet again.
2 broken up, and the match continues.
That's teamwork.
Theory sidesteps. Oh, man. What a shot. There's some power behind that punch.
Loaded. Oh, my God. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine. All measured up.
Oh, a drop kick to the spine. And that hole is very bad. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Ooh. Reversal on top of reversal.
Superman suplex.
Down, down, face first. The temple's getting rattled.
Oh, striking with a knee. Kick from behind.
Hooked up.
DDT.
Kick to the back.
He's certainly lining him up, but he's wasting too much time. Turning the tables there. Boom, right in the button. Being carried around with ease. Straight impact on the throat. Oh, looking for the regal stretch. Now he breaks the hold. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
And he breaks up the count. Into the turnbuckle. Torturous focus on the leg.
A running knee smash. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Theory expected that.
Strong takedown there.
Face first.
Take a good look at a real-life Titan, folks.
Oh, and Theory fights back.
Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
Oh, drop.
Just rake in the face. This is outright disrespectful.
Taking this one back to the ring now.
Regal has the legs trapped.
Yet on tap out. Big win, toppling 3 competitors here tonight.
Here is your winner, William Regal.
After a memorable fatal 4-way, here is our winner.
This match was just as chaotic as we thought it would be.
It absolutely was, from bell to bell.